Italia.
Welcome to Italy.
We're in Torino.
I can't believe I'm in Italy right now.
It doesn't get any better.
We're here to test drive this.
This is the GLC Coupe. What is that?
Well, they've taken the GLC, which is their SUV, they've made it sportier, and now they call it a coupe.
And we're gonna take it for a spin along the twists and turns of Torino, and we're gonna check out some amazing sights as well.
And food, let's go.
Food. So Brian, we're driving the diesel version. It's a turbo 4-cylinder. It's beautiful. It handles amazing on these twists and turns of Torino.
Yes, and in Canada we will get this, and then we'll also get the GLC 300, which is the 4-cylinder turbo, which puts out 241 horsepower, the same as what the C-Class and the C-Class Coupe get as well. So what do you think about the size of this?
You know what, it's a good size for Canadian roads, but on Italian streets, these twisty, narrow turns, you know, where you have narrow lanes, I'd be better off with a Fiat 500 instead.
For some reason, I think this coupe-like look works better for me than the GLE coupe. It's a good size, I like the styling of it, and the back, not just the back seat, but the cargo area, we've got a lot of stuff back there, and it eats it up pretty good.
The cargo area is great, but the back seats, I sat in the back, and because of that sloping roof line, if you're taller, you're gonna hit your head, so I'm not really big on that.
Yeah, but you know, that's the thing about of all these coupes, what they're doing, but you know, they're really popular. I heard that they can't even keep those GLE coupes in stock.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like you might think, you know, who's buying them? Obviously someone's buying them because they're selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, it's a hot market.
Yes, one of the best things about Italy is the food.
Best food in the world. I mean, it's known for polenta and for agnolotti, which is, you know, ravioli that's stuffed with all kinds of meat. And of course, it's also known for its chocolate, which you just discovered yesterday.
Yeah, like chocolate? Italy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Located right in the heart of Torino is famous Italian chocolatier Guido Gabino. Here we find out about Italian artisan chocolates and its history. The fact is that chocolate in Italy dates back to the 1800s, when there was a Napoleon blockade against the cacao bean. A famous recipe called gianduja was then born, where they cut or mixed the chocolate with hazelnuts that were grown nearby, thus allowing them to stretch out their supply while satisfying their chocolate cravings. After that, the rest was history.
They decided to create a specific chocolate with that recipe, and not just a chocolate bar, but really like a small praline. And they figured that it would have been helpful to wrap it up. That was the first wrapped chocolate in history, 1865, here in Torino. And that was the gianduiotto.
It melts in your mouth. Velvet.
That is why somebody really said that.
Delicioso. Proprio, oh man.
Look at that. You can taste the different layers, but you can feel it too.
She, because she's for sure a lady. She is a ganache, which is whipping cream preparation. So the word comes from French. It's a ganache made with hazelnut, so a soft center praline with a crunchy dark chocolate outside.
What was your favorite?
My favorite was the orange, the candied orange zest covered in dark chocolate. This could be my favorite too. I think they're all my favorite. All their ingredients are all fresh. Their hazelnuts come like from an hour away from Torino. So, you know, these are really artisan crafted chocolates. It's not your typical box of chocolates you get at your supermarket, that's for sure.
Yeah, these aren't bacis. These aren't Ferrero Rocher, which are chocolates that are made in Italy, but they're mass produced. The chocolates we talked about are artisanal. They're like small distribution compared to those mass produced chocolates. And I loved, I have to say, that white chocolate with the lemon in it.
With the lemon, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. I don't like white chocolate. I'm a fan of that dark, 75% dark chocolate. But that white chocolate with the hazelnuts and the lemon, oh my gosh, it just melted in your mouth.
They are hand cut, once again, with the guitar method, and then they've been hand decorated very simply by our pastry chefs.
Okay. Salute. Oh my God. Wow. That lemon is so fresh and so clean in your mouth. Oh my gosh, this is like lemon jello.
Well, what was a real eye-opener is, I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. Not that I don't like it, but I don't eat it a lot. And I am a fan of dark chocolate. But when we went to this tasting, it's almost like a wine tasting. There's so many different notes on your palate that you get from some of these chocolates, and it's because the different cacao beans, from different regions, different areas, different countries, produce different notes, and some of them are, they're just like tasting notes on a wine. Right?
Exactly.
You get some red fruit notes, all sorts of different things, and sometimes you add a little bit of even olive oil. I found out, olive oil in a chocolate.
Oh, that was delicious, eh? And then it had the hint of salt too.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, But the best, that test tube drink.
Test tube drink, yes. A hot chocolate on the bottom, which was not like a hot chocolate in your mug. It's like molten chocolate. And then followed by iced coffee.
The iced coffee and that crema on top, the real cream. Oh my gosh. And when you just drank out of that straw, that blend of the hot and the cold, that was delicious.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're in the Torino area, you really have to visit that chocolatier for sure. Hands down.
Yep. So Brian, what do you think?
The ride quality, these roads aren't the greatest roads. A lot of little divots and potholes in these small little villages. But this one has the air suspension and it really sucks it up. I think you like that suspension as well, didn't you?
I like that, and I also like the different driving modes. So you can choose between, comfort, sport plus. I really like the sport plus. I find it nice and tight, and the handling is just beautiful.
And when you set it with this air suspension, you can physically feel and see the car go up and down. And at certain speeds, it'll actually lower the vehicle for better aerodynamics and better fuel economy, of course, and better handling. The roads are bumpy, but they are beautiful, and the scenery is gorgeous. We've seen castles even, and just the scenery, it's magnificent. Italy is just, it's not what I expected, that's for sure.
That's true. And we're heading into the Aosta region. And this is basically, like you mentioned, an area known for the fortresses, the castles, the food, especially fontina cheese.
That's where it comes from. Oh yeah, I can't wait. The people that make the food, they're so passionate and creative, and food is just such a big thing with Italians.
It is. As an Italian Canadian, I can attest to that. And it's in the north. I'm originally from the southern area. In the north, it's about these sort of odd combinations that you kind of don't think work, but they do. The tuna combined with the veal together. There's some odd combinations, but they work, and it's so much is about the presentation.
Yes.
They take so much pride in that presentation that they've spent time creating this masterpiece, and it's food. A lot of it is the slow food movement, food that is from the area and really much a part about giving back and boosting their economy. And it really, when you eat the food, you feel that love that went into it.
They can take a lot of time in their preparation and of course the presentation, but sometimes simple is even better. A simple spaghetti with just nothing else other than a tomato sauce and a little bit of basil. It's perfect, and the pasta is cooked just al dente. I just love that.
Yeah, I agree. It's the simpler the better, but the key is with this food, it's just all locally grown. It's so fresh. You can taste the freshness as soon as you take that first bite.
Oh yeah.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Brian, this is the best part of the trip, right? The eating.
The eating, the end, we hit the golden prize right here.
Exactly. This is Paola from Il Gelato che Amo. She makes all of her ice cream by hand.
Just like everything that we've experienced in Italy, the passion, it's everywhere, especially in food.
And everything is locally sourced.
Strawberries, lemons, pistachio from Sicily, And then, of course, I can't even pronounce it. How do you say that?
Giandui.
Giandui.
Gianduia. È proprio bene.
And that's the same as the chocolate and the hazelnut that we had in the chocolates yesterday.
Exactly, the cacao and the hazelnut. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy and so beautiful. Ah, signora, io voglio assaggiare il limone e il lampone. And you want the fragola too, right? No?
Doesn't matter.
E un fragola,
I
please.
just want ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this.
I already ate one of these with everything.
I think she gave me everything here.
Okay. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Oh.
Paola, magnifico. Proprio delicioso.
Delicioso.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Well, that's it for us. Ciao, ciao.
That's my line.
Saluti al Canada.